Hi, everyone. Let's review a spirit that very loosely falls within the whiskey category. We're going to review Southern Comfort Original and Southern Comfort Black. Just like Jägermeister, when I hear the word Southern Comfort, that takes me right back to my college days, to my younger days, and the memories are not good of that, just like they are. And just same thing as Jägermeister, I have never had a good memory of Southern Comfort. Not that I had it a lot, and let's just put the black aside. It was usually the original at that time, and I just always remember it being a sweet, just something I didn't want to drink. Now, there's a few caveats to that. First of all, this has undergone a few changes in ownership, which I'm going to describe in a moment. And also, I was not into whiskey at that time. This is well before even my Jack Daniel's journey. So my tastes have changed, and I have not had this in years. So let's look at it with a fresh start, a fresh pair of eyes, and an objective outlook, just like I do with everything else. So what this is this is the original, which is the one that most people know, and this is, I think, that's a newer version of the black. They also have one that's 100. Those are the three main ones. So the deal is this. First of all, Southern Comfort was established in 1874. It was created by a bartender named Martin Wilkes Herron in New Orleans in 1874, using whiskey as a base spirit. The whiskey as the base spirit was replaced by a neutral spirit once Brown-Forman took over the company. And then on March 1st, 2016, Sazerac Company, yes, Sazerac Company, the owners of Buffalo Trace and all those wonderful, wonderful bourbons and whiskeys, on March 1st, 2016, Sazerac Company purchased the company and reintroduced whiskey as the base spirit. Now, when we're saying whiskey as the base spirit, I am certain that this is not a very well-aged whiskey. It's probably very young, but it is a whiskey that is in here now as opposed to before being a neutral spirit. So my point is, probably when I had it back in my younger days, college days, long, long time ago, it would probably be during the Brown-Forman days, depending when they purchased it. And that probably was more of a neutral spirit. So maybe this is an improvement. However, I remember this being a very sweet spirit, and I think it still is, because it is termed an American fruit-flavored whiskey liqueur, if you want to be exact. So anyway, basically, it's produced by Sazerac Company. It shows H.W. Herron, New Orleans, on the bottle. So the original, this is the original Southern Comfort, is 70 proof. That really is more like a liqueur type proof. And the this one is the black, is 80 proof. The one I don't have here is the 100. I think, supposedly this is more sweet. This may be more smoky, spicy, maybe a little bolder. It's still 80 proof. I'm not sure how bold it's going to be. So that's really the deal. I'm going to pour them in glasses. We're going to take a fresh look at this. And as I say, love these samples because there's no way I'd buy an entire bottle of either one of these. Let's get it in glasses. Okay, so we have these poured in glasses right here. Looks like any other whiskey in terms of the color. This one may be a drop darker. This is the black, ever so slightly. But let's start with the original. The original Southern Comfort, 70 proof. Oh my God, this is like so sweet. This is not going to be good. This is like, I am telling you, it almost reminds me as a kid having Mott's apple juice. This actually just smells like apple juice. This just does not resemble anything in the nature of bourbon or whiskey that I would want to have. Oh, this is they're not good so far. Let's give this a taste. Cheers. Oh, yeah, this is about as awful as I remember it. Okay. All right. That's why we pay 99 cents for each of these, or whatever it is, $1. That is why I love samples. Go to Total Wine. You can go to a lot of liquor stores that have samples, but Total Wine always has a nice, varied selection. I'm just a big fan of these because it's great if you want to really seriously try something that you might be considering a bottle of, or like this, isn't the way you're going to buy a bottle of it, but you just want to do a review. You want to try it just for the fun of it. And this is great. This is great for me doing these types of reviews. I love it. Get to try all different things. All right, let's try the Southern Comfort Black that is 80 proof. Now, this would be your lowest proof in a normal bourbon and whiskey that we would normally have. It's just as sweet, like apple juice on the nose. Let's give this a taste. Cheers. It's kind of the same. I think it's a little more on the spicy side, as I said it would be. All right, well, these are probably going to be drained. This is to me personally, this is awful. I mean, I remember it being awful. I stand by it being awful. This is one of those where I try to come back to stuff, and my opinion has any. So it really wasn't that my palate wasn't matured. It's just that my palate didn't like it then, didn't like it now. So we will end the review right here because I don't think I'm going to like this anymore. It's just there's some things that are just overly sweet. Similar to me with some desserts where, like, there's a dessert where it might be too sweet. There's a sweetness threshold to me where it's, over the top, where, bourbons are generally sweeter than scotches, for instance, but it's a normal sweetness. To me, there are some things that are over the top. This, to me, is just like drinking apple juice. If I'm drinking apple juice, that's fine. Not something I want to have in a whiskey or anything that's going to call itself a whiskey or even a whiskey liqueur like this. So, I don't think my opinion's changed on this, or it ever will. Cheers. Take care. Thanks for watching.